So for episode 5, we are going to begin with um, Leviticus. I think I said last episode it was Matthew, but I was off. So if you didn't read Leviticus, the beginning of Leviticus, that's fine. You could tag along with us as we continue today, and then just follow along with us. So when reading Leviticus, it definitely feels like it's a little bit like a manual. um, but I think it's really more about people who just got free. They're standing at the edge of a holy God, and they're asking a super important question, and that's like, how do I get close to you? And I feel like today that question hasn't changed. It's the same one that a lot of us are still asking. So I want to start things off with, at the beginning of Leviticus in chapter 1 through 4, there's a lot of offerings. They give them burnt offerings, grain offerings, fellowship offerings, sin offerings. And how do we relate that to today? How does that compare to what we're living throughout our current society? What does this have to do with us? And it has everything to do with us, because every single offering is making the same point. Getting close to God costs something. The burnt offering, you bring your best animal. You put your hand on his head, it dies in your place. That hand on the head, it wasn't random. It means this is me. This represents me, my failures, my shortcomings. I'm putting myself in this. Something has to die so you can draw near. And that points directly to Jesus, the lamb that didn't just represent us, the one who actually became us. So, the first talking point I kind of want to look at is worship has always involved giving something up. Drawing near to God has never been free. So, my first question will be, what does it cost you right now to stay close to God? Is it time? Is it pride? Is it comfort? What are you holding back?
I want to say pride would be one of them, and there's another one. I'm trying to think. I'll describe it because I can't really put a adjective to it. But okay, so it was a situation where I feel like it might just fall under pride. You know, I'm thinking about it. I think it really just falls under pride, even when you say it. But you're in a situation where you're just doing the dues, man. You're just trying to do your day, and maybe something happens and things are not going right, but even though you know the direction and the path, you just got to keep going. But in this season right now, it's kind of like you and I both know the things I've been going through. I won't put everything out there just because I don't want to talk about it and give it any power and any light. But is at that point in time where you're just like, oh, I want to take the punches, I just want to keep going, but then you go to sleep, you just like, man, that sucked. That hurt. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And at that time, he's like, man, I don't really want to go and ask God. I don't want to feel like not just necessarily bothering him, but it's almost kind of like, why me? Why me? And I want to say that's pride too, or feeling of, you know, um, victim. You start feeling like a victim, like, oh, this is happening to me because maybe my past, maybe I did something to deserve this, maybe I'm not worthy and things like that. So it's like there's a bit of pride, but then there's also at the same time there's like a bit of, you know, um, the opposite of pride. It's almost like, you don't feel worthy enough. Worthy, you don't feel worthy that you can approach God sometimes. That's like, oh, he's not gonna hear me and everything, in my state that I'm in. So I don't know. I think pride for sure, but then there's also, like I said, I can't really put a name on it.
Yeah, I definitely feel like pride plays a huge role in it. Even time, like we've been super busy, just you and I, just the last couple of days. We haven't been doing exactly the same things, but just the moving around, flying, driving, things like that. And you kind of forget to stay close to God sometimes. It's easy to lose track of time or focus on godly ways, and it not with, I think, with intent. It just, like I said, you're flying, you're driving, you're going to the auto shop, and before you know it, 8 o'clock at night, and you're questioning like how close to God was I today, or did I pray today? Did I read the Bible today? Did I study the Bible today? Like things of that nature. So I definitely feel like it's time, it's comfort, it's pride, like you mentioned, even with comfort, like how comfortable do I feel discussing Jesus, discussing the Bible? Am I ashamed to discuss it? I think those are all issues that hold us back